The Supreme Court became more conservative last October when Associate Justice Brett Kavanaugh replaced retiring Associate Justice Anthony Kennedy. And that has become the theme of the term in 2018 and probably will continue to be so leading into the 2019 and 2020 terms and for years to come. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg recently spoke in upstate New York, and she said the biggest development on the court all term, even though they've had 50 or more decisions, has been the replacement of Justice Kennedy by Justice Kavanaugh. So in theory, we now have a conservative court with 5 justices appointed by Republican presidents and 4 justices appointed by Democratic presidents. But ironically, the goal of the court under Chief Justice John Roberts has become not to behave like that. Anthony Kennedy was the last of the swing justices, like Justice Sandra Day O'Connor before him. Chief Justice Roberts has become the center of the court following Anthony Kennedy's retirement, which makes his administration of the court, as you will, the fact that he is sort of the Chief Justice making decisions for the court, even more ironic that he's the one who's ultimately going to decide these cases. Cases this year like the census and the gerrymandering cases next year like DACA or LGBT rights or gun rights. Roberts is right in the center on all of those issues, and how he votes may ultimately determine how the court votes. So he, on the one hand, wants to be non-controversial and non-ideological, and on the other hand, people are going to be writing that he decided the case. So he is in a position that he's never been in before. He's in his 14th year, going into his 15th year as Chief Justice. He's never been the swing justice, but with Anthony Kennedy gone and Brett Kavanaugh having replaced him, Neil Gorsuch having replaced Antonin Scalia, Roberts is the closest thing to the man in the middle. One other thing that should be said about the court is not all these cases are controversial. Each term, about 1/3 to 40% of the cases are decided 9-0. And you have on the one hand a Sonia Sotomayor or a Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and on the other hand a Clarence Thomas or a Samuel Alito aligning in a case, all voting the same way because the case frankly is not ideological. And that continues to happen, and the court under Roberts, again, seeking compromise and seeking minimalism where he can. He doesn't want the court to stand out in American society as the decider of so many volatile issues because these are unelected judges after all. He'll be looking for as many chances for unanimity as he can find.